Hello and welcome to Williams Arena here on the campus of the University of Minnesota. About halfway through the conference season, we will have a Big Ten battle between the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We'll now send it to Megan Knipe, who has more on the keys for both teams.
Thanks, EJ. So tonight's game is really a tale of Minnesota's high-scoring offense versus Rutgers' dominating defense. Minnesota coming off a loss, Rutgers coming off a win. Both these teams have a handful of keys to really focus on to be successful tonight. First, looking at the Gophers, point production and pace. Wanting to get up and down the floor a lot, get a lot of possessions, that's really going to help the Gophers on their offense. Also, post presence, especially on defense, if not both ends. And Minnesota having a chip on their shoulder after having dropped the first game to Rutgers. On the Rutgers side, they really want to keep Minnesota under 60 points. Number 3, Tyler Scaife, and number 2, Kalia Copper have to show up in a big way from the Rutgers offense. And exploiting inside the paint Minnesota's weakness and getting a lot of points in there tonight. EJ, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Megan. Once again, the key.
So, Coach, this half, you have almost as many points as you did in the last game against Rutgers for the entire game. How have you been able to keep this game at the pace that you wanted?
Well, second chance points have been huge for us. I think we've got 10 points off of second chance attempts, and it was a big point of emphasis for us coming in here was to rebound.
And assuming the Knights will adjust their defense a bit based on Rachel Banham's scoring, what might you adjust going into this second half?
Yes, well, they're very good defensively. We have a great deal of respect for their defensive ability, and it's going to be real important that we just make proper reads.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Minnesota 16-point lead on Rutgers here with less than 5 minutes to play. We've had some nice contributions off the bench from one player in particular. Now going to send it to Megan Knipe, who has more.
Guys, looking a little bit on both sides of the court for the Gophers. A lot of good things going for them. Shane Mullaney, who has 15 points, Hedstrom with 9, both Banham and Wagner in double digits. This really forces Rutgers' defense to spread out, giving the Gophers so many offensive options. And on defense, they've limited Rachel Holloway to only 3 points down low, a drastic change to the 31 that they allowed Michigan's Haley Thome last weekend. And I think Minnesota said if they're not going to win tonight, it will not be because of post defense. All right, I'm Megan Knipe here with Gopher guard Rachel Banham. The Gophers just took down the Scarlet Knights. Rachel, 24 points on the night. You were hot early and often. After a bit of a tough weekend, what was your mindset coming into this game?
We knew we just had to get the win at home. You got to really get these wins, and because away games are really tough, so we just had to get this win at home.
And both you and Carly Wagner kind of had a boost on the scoreboard. You had Mullaney and Hedstrom really helped you out there in points. How does it change the makeup of your offense when you can get a little bit of something from everyone?
Yeah, I think that's when we win games. It's when everyone's contributing. This is when everyone's playing their role. We're so good.
And with only a handful of conference games left, from here on out, kind of what's your focus to really finish strong?
Defense and rebounding. That's just what we got to do to win games.